What's up, Drinkstuff fans? Welcome back. I am Steve the Barman, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 Monin syrups that I think you should have if you want to pimp up your Christmas, your festivities, or your winter. And this will probably go through to sort of January, February time as well. So, for this, I've just picked 3 out here. I think they work very, very well with Christmas. All of these you can obviously get with from Drinkstuff. The first one we're going for is cranberry syrup. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I've got cranberry juice at home. I actually prefer to use a cranberry syrup. And ODK do I haven't got it, but ODK do a cranberry puree as well that you can kind of get. I just think they're more vibrant in a small burst of flavour. Sometimes to get the same amount of flavour of juice, you know, like 50, 75 ml of juice just to get that flavour. I think syrups work really well. The second one we're going to do is Speculoos. I think I've said that right. It's kind of, forgive me in my knowledge here, but I think it's kind of a Danish kind of thing. It's essentially kind of cookie dough syrup, without getting too much faff around it. It's essentially but I think it's invented for the kids, to help the kids celebrate Christmas over, as I say, over in the Holland and Denmark and Germany and places like that where they couldn't get involved in the mulled wine and things like that. It's a lovely kind of biscuity, as I say, cookie dough syrup, and I'm going to give you a bit of inspiration for that in a second. The final one needs no introduction either. Cinnamon. We all know cinnamon goes at Christmas. Cinnamon and apple juice, cinnamon in mulled wine, cinnamon in normal wine, cinnamon with everything. So what I'm going to do in this video, I've got a cocktail for each that I'm going to rock out for you. But if you want me, I've got loads of other cocktails prepped. If you want me to rock out inspiration, like 3 cocktails with cranberry, 3 cocktails with that, let me know in the comments below. And if you do, I will do that video for you. So let's dive straight in. The first one we're going to get to is the Speculoos. As I say, this is absolutely, this is the right one? Yeah. It's just like proper sort of cinnamon cookies going on. It's just delicious. Now, I've kind of got a different recipe that I've put on my channel, but I'm going to do my Christmas Colada because we all love a pina colada, don't we? So I'm going to do a Christmas Colada, but a slightly different recipe to one that's on my channel, because my channel is a very kind of different inspiration, lots of weird and wonderful brands. I want to keep this as simple and as easy for you. This I'm going to blend. Actually, I've got my little NutriBullet here. I'm going to flash blend this, and I'm just going to kind of, so we're going to kind of do, as I say, a Christmas Colada. So first ingredients obviously are rum. Doesn't matter what rum you want. You could go coconut rum, pineapple rum, whatever kind of rum you fancy, proper one, white rum, whatever. As I'm going to drink this, I'm going to go a nice aged rum. So it's just that, it's just Ron Cubé. You know, I'm not affiliated to any brands in particular. I don't get paid by any brands. It's just what I'm going to use. So 50 ml double bubble of a decent rum. As I say, whether it's spiced rum, white rum, flavoured rum, who cares? Just get some rum in there. So 50 ml of that. Now, next ingredient we want is, actually, we'll go to coconut next so I can wash the measure out. I've got some coconut puree. Obviously, it's ODK. Obviously, you can get this from Drinkstuff as well. Long life, shelf stable once open. They say 3 months, easily longer, easily longer. I want 15 ml of coconut puree in there. 15 ml. It's quite a really thick one, this. So we'll have to wash the puree out with the rest of the ingredients. Should have done it first. Or you could just stick your finger in. I'll do that in a minute. Right, now I do, sometimes I want lime juice, sometimes I don't. It's completely up to you. I am just going 10 ml of lime juice in here. 10 ml. Just a bit of lime juice in there. And then we're going for our Speculoos syrup. I want 15 ml of this. Again, these are obviously long life as well. Perfect in coffees, Americanos, lattes, things like that. Just kind of gives it a really cool sort of latte finish, sort of biscuity finish to it. More puree coming out. So we've got 15 ml of that. Now I want, I'm going 25 ml of proper pressed pineapple juice. As I always say, I prefer 100% pressed and squeezed. I don't do the concentrate stuff. I really do believe pressed pineapple juice will always taste better. There's still puree to come out of there. Look, it's coming, it's coming. Let's just do this. There we go. Right, 50 ml of pineapple juice. And then the final ingredient, because I like to try and make all my drinks, if I can, vegan friendly. I don't use cream, I don't use milk or anything like that. I can't really handle proper milk or anything. So I've got some Alpro, just coconut milk here, and I think these work amazingly well in cocktails. I've got some almond, you could use almond. I've got hazelnut coming out in a minute for another video. I just think they work so well in cocktails. So I'm just going 25 ml of coconut milk, and then obviously a bit for the bar and a bit for my fingers. And there's a bit of coconut left in there, so we can, excuse fingers, but do that. Perks of filming. Oh, look at that, look. Right, pop your lid back on. Now, as I say, I'm just going to flash blend this. So I just want a bit of crushed ice in there. Obviously, this is going to get served up in a pina colada glass you get from Drinkstuff. All the links, all the recipes will be in the description below. Now, what flash blending means is essentially a bit of crushed ice and about five or 6 seconds, no more than that. Okay, it's not like proper out and out thick slush puppy. We're just going for a little kind of liquidy slush puppy. So NutriBullet on, I say about 5 seconds or so. Perfect, and I won't even do any cutting there, so that'll be bang on that. Here we go, get all that off, and then just pour that into there. Now, something else you could do, look at that, look perfect. Something else you could do as well, sometimes I do with my pina coladas, sometimes I can't get any rock salt actually, so sometimes I use a bit of rock salt, but a little pinch of sea salt in a pina colada just kind of works as well. Absolutely amazing. And then to garnish, we're just going for pineapple. And who says you can't have a pina colada at Christmas, eh? And there we go. You could grate some nutmeg over the top of that as well. Look at that. So there you have it. There's your Christmas Colada. Oh, let me know what you think to this. Oh, that is so good. You do get that sort of cookie biscuit kind of notes. Best way to describe it, you know those Lotus Biscoffy biscuits you sometimes get with coffee in posh coffee shops and that, those little Lotus biscuits. That is what that tastes like. That's what I'm trying to get through to you. Oh, that is proper good. Lovely jubbly. Right, that's your first cocktail. Right then, the second cocktail I'm going to do for you is the cranberry syrup. Now, see, that's just kind of a little separate. It's the only thing when you blend them, you kind of do separate a bit. Right, the second one, cranberry, is kind of, I'm going to call this the Christmopolitan. I'm terrible at naming cocktails, so be my guest to rename this. Obviously, it's kind of a cosmopolitan flip, but I just think the cranberry syrup, with what I'm going to do to it, just works very well. So this is a shaken cocktail, and there's a few ways you can do with this. As I say, I'm all here to give you inspiration. I'm going to use a plain vodka, but I think what might be really cool, because it's just sort of slowly coming out now, is Whitley Neal have just released a blood orange vodka onto the market. It's exclusive in Morrison's, but it will be going out to the big wide world very soon. You've also got blood orange gins. You know, gin would work in here as well. I'm not a huge gin fan, so I prefer vodka, but you know, a blood orange vodka, blood orange gin would work exceptionally well. So we are going 50 ml double bubble of vodka in here. Second ingredient you want is kind of your orange liqueur, traditionally Cointreau triple sec in a Christmopolitan. I like to go, if you've watched my videos before, Fortunella, think Grand Marnier or orange curacao. That's kind of the equivalence to this. It's essentially a kumquat liqueur, this one, but a decent orange liqueur, because oranges, again, go hand in hand at Christmas, don't they? Or satsumas and tangerines. What's the other one? Clementines, there we go. So 15 ml of a decent orange liqueur. Now we want our cranberry. Again, I just think the cranberry syrup gives you that burst of flavour in very small amounts without doing the whole 50-75 ml of cranberry juice. All right, so I am going 15 ml of cranberry syrup in there, and that just gives it a little bit of sweetness as well. And then just to kind of lengthen this out a little bit, you could even just do that as a Nick and Nora serve. Shake that up and do it as a little martini kind of thing. But I'm just going to kind of lengthen this out. I've got some pressed apple juice. And if I have got any Americans watching me, cider. But obviously it's pressed apple juice. It's not cider, it's pressed apple juice. I know you like to call it cider, but... and I'm going 50 ml double bubble of pressed apple juice. And then the final ingredient, because I want to kind of give it a nice kind of, I want to make it look good, especially if you're, we obviously can't do it in COVID, but you know, if you're entertaining, you want to kind of make it look proper. So I've got some Stilla Bundt Magic foamers here. These are basically egg white replacements. Okay, so egg whites make our drinks nice and frothy. We like to, because I deal with vegans quite a lot in hen parties and pregnant people, I don't use egg whites. I just don't use egg whites in my cocktails at all. So there's plenty of products. If you watch my channel, you'll nearly Freudian slip there. I've got another brand that, yeah, but this is the brand that Drinkstuff sell, and we just need, get out, just need about 1/4 of a pipette. Okay, there we go. That'll be perfect, and that is just replacing the egg whites up there. Now, dry shake this. So just put your tin on, dry shake, about 5 seconds or so, and you'll see that go from that to that. Look at that. That's what we've got. So what we're going to do now is just look at that. Look, it's proper milkshake that's going on. So I'm just going to ice this up. Now we're going to do a proper shake to chill it down. So pop your tin on and good hard shake, 10-12 seconds. Right, and when you're happy that's nice and chilled down, because you can't hold the shaker anymore, I'm going to double strain this because we want to get rid of all the tiny little shards of ice. So double strain. There we go. Look at that, look at that. Looks like a pink snowball, that's what it looks like. Right, nice and frothy. And then to garnish this, I've got some, I don't know whether these will float on here. I've got frozen cranberries in the freezer, but these have been out now about a what? Well, they can't, nah, they sink, look. You could, there we go. We've got some cranberries on there anyway. Could have done a cranberry kebab, couldn't we? Let's replay, let's get those out, Let's do a little cranberry kebab. Barman, what are you thinking? I'll tell you what we've got though. We've got a nice kind of raspberry swirl, pink swirl going on there. Here we go, look. Get some skewers that Drinkstuff sell. There we go, that's better, isn't it? And there we go. 3. And 1 for luck. 4. There we go, look, we've got a little cranberry kebab going on top. How's that? That's better, isn't it? Hopefully you can sort of see that on the close-up, kind of the heads there. This is just amazing. The vibe is that. I should play about with that in Christmopolitan a bit better. Because I'm not a huge fan of cranberry juice. I like cranberry and raspberry juice, but as I've just done on my channel, I flip over to pomegranate juice this time of year. I just think that is just stunning. Really, really good that. Right then, the third bit of inspiration I'm going to do for you, let's just pop that there. Pop the cocktail in front, give that a little stir around, is we're going to use the cinnamon syrup. Now, for this, and I've always got cinnamon here. I've got, as you've probably seen on my videos, I use ODK cinnamon syrup, but we're doing a Monin video here. What I'm going to do is a kind of a simple serve for you actually with this. It's very easy, simple serve. It's just going straight into a highball. No need to shake this one. You can if you want, but as I say, just pure and utter inspiration to think different flavours that actually might work together that you hadn't contemplated. So this is going to be a bourbon one, and I'm going to go, let's go that side so the close-up can see it. Jack Daniels. I'm going 50ml double bubble of JD. Your favourite bourbon will work, whatever you pour. Maker's Mark, Buffalo Trace, Knob Creek, whatever you kind of want. Jim Beam, it doesn't really matter. So 15ml of Monin cinnamon syrup in there. Then I just want a bit of lime juice for this one. So I'm going for ODK's lime juice, and I just want 15ml of this. Again, all these ingredients except for the booze are available on the Drinkstuff website. So 15ml, that was about 20. There we go. Of that, and then the mixer is very, very simply, which this, bearing in mind, mine are trade bottles, the little baby bottles. In your supermarkets, you'll be able to get the 500ml bottles of this. Fentimans Tropical Soda. It's essentially a pineapple soda, but hints of juniper in there, pear extract. It's just absolutely delicious. It's not a sweet soda, so don't think because we've got sweetness from the cinnamon, don't think it's a sweet one. It's not. But there again, it's not as bitter as a normal soda water. All right. So, and for this, you don't need the bottle. 125ml, not a chance. I'm going to start off with 50ml, which is about that much. But I don't think I'll need any more. Now, drinks, you kind of look at that thinking, well, that's not much at all. Drinks are all about the kind of ratios. And I think if you used a bit more than that, you would actually kind of dilute and lose the flavours. So, I'm going crushed ice in here. That'll do just to start off with. I'm just going to stir that through just to combine the cinnamon syrup. Won't take too much. And then just top out with more crushed ice. You know, Christmas cocktails don't have to be sort of dull and boring. This is kind of, you can almost classify this as a summer cocktail, but it's just delicious. Right, I've got a thin slice of pineapple, just to go around there. Will that fit in if I've done too much ice? No, that'll fit. There we go. If I've got a pineapple spear, yeah. Pineapple spear there. And there we go. I did call this Jingle Juice, but I'm terrible at naming drinks. So if you don't like that, don't call it that. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Whiskey with that and cinnamon. So good. So there we go. As I said at the top of the video, if you want me to do more inspiration, I've got plenty more inspiration for these syrups. Don't just think you can only make one. As I say, I've got at least 9 recipes ready to go. If you want me to make that video, let me know in the comments below. As I said, all the recipes for these will be in the comments below as well, as along with links to the glasses, to the syrups, to whatever you want to buy from there. Go and check them out. So there we have it. That's my 3 syrups you should buy, 3 Monin syrups that you should buy for Christmas.